Welcome back, everyone. Let's see what we're working on today. Chevy Volt. So we're going to disable the high voltage system. Open your trunk, pull the negative terminal off the battery. Step one. I should add that we're also going to be removing the battery, the hybrid battery, underneath the car. So we're working on that too. So stay tuned. There's a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, there is. You want me to clear it out?
Yep, clear that out. Okay, so we need that happy little guy.
There we go.
You're good.
You got a video of me clearing the shit out?
Yes.
All right. So, anyways,
so we're gonna pull that little guy out. This disables the high voltage system. You gotta clip the click.
that's all there is to it. Big ass fuse in there.
That nice little guy.
And that splits your battery in half. Are you still recording?
Isn't that neat? Yeah.
Make sure you don't have your key fob in the vehicle after this step.
Yeah, keep your key fob away from the car. Okay. Once you get this thing all the way up in the air, you need 21 inches, you said?
Roundabout.
Roundabout
We'll
20,
get you a real number later.
20 to 23 inches of space between the bottom of the car and the ground. Then this giant skid plate we're going to remove.
And this heat shield.
And that heat shield over there. So there's just a bunch of little bolts everywhere. Oh, some look like they're 10 mil. Some look like they're 7 or 8. So we're going to remove those.
So we'll be able to, scan car parts and remake them?
You also have a couple of these. Just use a pair of needle nose and spin them off. Okay, and there's your battery.
That was good.
All your connectors are up front. Right up in there. Orange ones are high voltage.
Don't lick them.
Yeah, don't lick them. So he undid the bottom two coolant lines, and they're just little quick disconnects.
That looks like a shunt. Yeah, that's a shunt.
So we're gonna pull those apart. I believe one of them is held in with a 7mm bolt.
This one is a 10.
Okay.
Your high voltage.
That one's held in by a 10mm. Good luck. Okay, so it's currently peeing. So we're gonna let it finish. 3 of those guys. These came from Menards. If you're not in the Midwest and you suck, go somewhere else.
Northern Tool, Harbor Freight.
Northern Tool, Harbor Freight, something like that. And then assemble them. You're going to want them. We're going to put these underneath the battery so we can wheel it out. And the clearance that we told you does include the height of these things. Alright, over here, there's a couple ground straps. Go ahead and pull those bad boys off.
Oh, come on. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Need a screwdriver. We're recording this shit show.
I wasn't, but I started late. Captain Struggle Bus over here. Okay, so we have pulled out all... Oh, I missed one. Damn. Okay.
Way to go, dipshit.
So pull out all of the 15mm bolts. I left 2 in the front and then the ones in the back. And we're gonna use these. We're gonna use a jack in the back and a jack in the front. We're gonna put a piece of plywood to help hold it, and then we're gonna pull those other bolts and slowly lower it down so we can get to the wiring up front.
The back one's under the center of mass of that T. We should be good.
So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna go ahead and slowly lower those front 2 bolts, and then we'll get the rear bolts, and we'll bring it down a little bit to get those harnesses. Okay, so we've got it lowered a little bit, and we're still dripping coolant. By the way, the bolts on the back T-section are 13 millimeter. Because why not? This is basically the design of the connector that's on the batteries, okay? So you have this little shunt connector and then the bigger one. They both have locks on them. So undo the locks and just pinch it off. But this guy is for the other one. Now you're good. Alright, so those are the other two connectors we got to undo. Don't get spicy. Okay, we got all those undone. They're actually not that bad. So now we're going to finish bringing it down. Okay, now we're just going to slowly lower this down. I'm going to grab a dolly and put it in the center. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. And yeah, we'll be right back. There we go. And there is your battery. So our replacement, the junkyard broke those two connectors, so in the next video we'll go through on how to replace that. That's it for this one. Like, subscribe, share us. Deuces. Welcome back, everyone. We're back to the Volt. Shit ton of 10 millimeters all the way around. Put some gloves on. High voltage gloves are better than these, but this is what we got, so we don't want to die. Okay, just for reference,
I don't know what that
there's 4 T30s up here. And there's the inside of your battery. Well, those are your batteries. Okay, so as you can see, this is junkyard battery, and those are broke, and those dumbasses cut that. Which doesn't matter, we have this on the car, but still, it's stupid. So that's the one off the original battery. Obviously, connectors aren't broken. So, 10 mil ground, 10 mil ground, and then your clamps.
And this connector right here, pinch and undo, and this one up top, same deal.
Easy peasy. It is glued in the corner, so you'll have to kind of pry that up, but nothing too bad.
And your
Oh, and that guy. And those look like a 10 mil.
they are.
And those are 10 mils.
I hope they can hear the dog howling in the background.
Poor Juno. You just use your screwdriver, pry up a little bit right there.
And then it comes forward.
Don't forget to do that, guys.
Spark. I'm still glue a little bit over here.
And there she
go.
is.
Because yeah, this is from the old battery.
Yep.
Do we want to put some RTV down there? Goes through those two little bus bars.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, so I put a couple beads of silicone there. That way we seal it back up.
After our coolant hoses here. That one's in. We untop. There we go. Just that easy.
Alright, like that. So we're going to go ahead and connect this stuff again and we'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so snug those bolts back up. Don't go super tight. They're just snug them up. Then we're going to grab the old modules from the old battery and swap them to this new battery. That way we don't have to do any programming.
Because we swapped the ECM here from the car itself.
Because, like he said, this unit is from the old car, or from the actual car, so these won't sync up to those without being reprogrammed. So if you don't have to replace this front part, you don't have to do what we're doing right now.
But you'll have to reprogram it.
But you'll have to reprogram it. Yep, just those two little clips. Okay, snug up all those. And now we can toss it out of the back of the truck. So one thing I'm going to point out, this right here, your battery is going to flex right here. So support it in the center part. Otherwise, it's just going to fold. Okay. So we got the battery back underneath the car on the dollies. We're going to put one jack up here towards the front and one jack in the center of that T-section back there and raise it up. We're going to get 2 bolts in the front, a couple bolts in the rear. Remember, the 13 mils go in the back, all the others are 15s. So we're going to go ahead and get this up and we'll be right back. Alright, so this is where we're at. We don't have it all the way up. We have these 2 bolts in there, just kind of holding it. I put the 2 orange ones up top and first, and then did that one. Remember, those 3 have shunt connectors. And now we can do these 2, and we'll do these hard lines. Alright, so obviously that ground strap's not factory. Ours is broke, so that's what we're using. And then obviously the 2 studs for them broke off this used battery because this battery's in rough fucking shape. So that's where we're at. Make sure we put those on. Hard lines are all in, everything's connected. We're good to start filling it with coolant. Oh, fat guy. You have to vacuum fill these things. So set that up. You need those little fun, well, a kit like this. This is a YS tool. Neat. Goes into your coolant bottle. Overflow, you're going to blow coolant out, it says Boss Man. And then obviously an airline goes there. So we're gonna go get this set up. We'll be right back.
Another thing to remember when you're working on these, this is your part number. This is deionized Dex Cool. You have to use it, otherwise you'll lose isolation on your high voltage battery and you'll brick your car.
Yeah, what that guy said.
Alright, so I guess we're ready to...
Airline's hooked up. And it's just like that. Ooh.
Right? It's like watching paint dry.
Pretty much. Okay, we're going to finish this. We'll be right back.
Turn the coolant valve off.
Okay, once you're down to 0, turn the coolant valve off.
Right there. Turn your air on. Open it up. And this is the coolant you'll get coming out. How much air pressure you got me? 80? You can do it.
But you also have 150 foot of line.
It's trying. There we go. Oh. I hope you got that.
I did.
Hold that fucking hose.
I'm holding it.
See all the bubbles coming out? That's what we're fighting now. It's pulling the air out. I'm gonna close that off, turn the air off, and suck more coolant in. That's not enough coolant.
Okay, you're gonna do that a few times.
I'm just gonna let the vacuum out, and okay, we might want to energize it and just run the pumps.
Alright, so now at this point we're gonna energize the car. Just connect your 12 volt battery back.
Put your
and put the fuse in the center.
Fuse in first.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll set a bunch of codes.
Okay. So put the giant knocker.
Oh yeah, we still got all that
back in the doohickey.
Jesus, dude. You deserve to die for that. Where's that white dove?
No shit. All right, now we're gonna short people problems. We gotta put all that shit back on the. And we'll tighten that up quick and energize the car. Moment of truth. Did we screw it up?
$17 miles.
So it might be a good battery.
She came to life.
All right, so what are we doing?
We're gonna cycle the battery coolant pumps just to work any air out of it. Otherwise we could just go put it under vacuum again.
Okay, so this is not required. You can just do the vacuum if you don't have access to this cool software. What software are you using?
This is GM GDS2.
There you go. Alright, so once you've bled all the coolant, we're going to go ahead and put these back up, and then you're good to go. He's going to finish doing what he's doing. If you swap all those modules, you don't have to do any programming, so he's just checking stuff. So, like, subscribe, share us. Deuces.